The universe has always been a source of fascination, stretching far beyond the limits of human understanding. For centuries, we've looked up at the stars and imagined what lies beyond our view. We've developed increasingly sophisticated technologies to peer deeper into the cosmos, hoping to unravel its mysteries. But recently, scientists discovered something so startling that it defies everything we thought we knew about the nature of existence. Something exists beyond the universe itself, something that could change the course of humanity's understanding of space, time, and reality. To say this discovery is monumental would be an understatement. For generations, we've believed that the universe is all there is, that it's a finite expanse governed by the laws of physics we've painstakingly studied. But new evidence suggests there may be realms beyond what we've ever been able to detect, hidden from our view by the very limits of the universe itself. The implications are staggering, and the search to understand this new frontier has only just begun. It all began with a mysterious anomaly that puzzled astronomers. As part of ongoing studies, scientists have been using advanced telescopes to observe the farthest reaches of the cosmos. They've been examining the oldest light, remnants of the Big Bang, stretching across billions of years. These observations give us insight into the early moments of the universe's existence, offering glimpses of a time before galaxies and stars. But something unexpected began to show up in their data, something that couldn't be explained by any known physical laws or cosmic phenomena. The anomaly was subtle at first, just a tiny deviation in the background radiation of the universe, but it didn't take long for scientists to realize it was more than a glitch. This faint signal seemed to come from beyond the observable universe, from a region so far out of reach that it shouldn't exist within the current models of spacetime. At first, the discovery was met with skepticism. How could there be something beyond the known universe? What did that even mean? To understand the implications of this, we need to take a step back and think about how we've always defined the universe. For all intents and purposes, the universe is everything we can observe, detect, and measure. The observable universe is limited by the speed of light, meaning we can only see as far as light has had time to travel since the beginning of the universe. The farthest point we can see is roughly 46.5 billion light-years away. Anything beyond that is beyond our reach, and by definition, doesn't exist in our cosmic view. But this anomaly suggested that something exists beyond that limit, and not just a little beyond, but far enough out that it couldn't be explained by any of the known laws of physics or astronomy. It was as though we were being given a glimpse into an entirely new realm, one that has never before been seen or measured by any human instruments. Some scientists believe this anomaly could be the first clue of a parallel universe, a realm that exists outside the confines of our universe, perhaps even outside the very fabric of space-time as we understand it. But why did this discovery remain hidden for so long? The answer lies in the very nature of the phenomenon itself. To understand why we didn't detect this anomaly earlier, we need to grasp how the universe is structured. While the observable universe may appear vast, it's just a tiny fraction of the total space that exists. The universe as a whole may be infinite, with regions far beyond what we can currently see or comprehend. And in these distant regions, there may be strange phenomena or forces that don't conform to the known laws of physics. One possible explanation for the anomaly is that it's a signal from another universe entirely, a universe that is separate from our own. This idea is grounded in the concept of a multiverse, a theory that suggests that our universe is just one of many, each existing in parallel with its own set of laws and conditions. If this anomaly is indeed a signal from another universe, it would suggest that the multiverse theory is more than just a speculative idea. It could be a real, tangible phenomenon that stretches the boundaries of what we know about reality. This concept of a multiverse, while once considered a fringe theory, is gaining traction among some of the most respected scientists in the field of cosmology. In fact, the very discovery of this anomaly could be the key to unlocking the mysteries of the multiverse and confirming its existence. If the signal is indeed coming from a different universe, it would provide hard evidence that there are realms beyond our own, each with its own unique set of laws and physical properties. But even more intriguing than the possibility of a parallel universe is the idea that this discovery could change our understanding of space-time itself. If there is something beyond the universe, what does that mean for our current model of reality? What does it mean for the concept of infinity? And how does this newfound knowledge fit into the larger story of the cosmos? The implications of this discovery are far-reaching. It could mean that our universe is just one small piece of a much larger, more complex structure. It could suggest that everything we thought we knew about the cosmos, about the Big Bang, the expansion of the universe, and even the nature of dark matter and dark energy, is only a small part of a much grander picture. The existence of something outside the universe raises questions about the origins of the cosmos itself. If there are realms beyond our own, does that mean that the universe had a creator or a purpose beyond what we've understood? As we dive deeper into this discovery, we must also confront the possibility that this new realm may hold the answers to some of the most profound questions about existence. Could it be that our universe, with all its complexity and wonder, is only a stepping stone in a much larger journey? Are we merely living in one of countless universes, each with its own distinct history, physics, and realities? What makes this discovery even more mind-boggling is the fact that we are only beginning to scratch the surface of this new frontier. For years, we've been limited by our ability to observe and measure what's within our own universe. But now, with this anomaly, scientists are beginning to explore new ways of looking beyond the edge of the universe and into realms that were once thought to be impossible to reach. As technology advances, we may find ourselves on the cusp of a new era of discovery, one that challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe and our place within it. Already, telescopes are being designed with the ability to detect signals from beyond the observable universe. These instruments will be able to peer into the deepest reaches of space and search for clues that could confirm the existence of these other realms. If we can detect signals from another universe, it could provide the proof we need to establish the multiverse theory as a scientific fact. It could also lead to groundbreaking new insights into the fundamental nature of reality itself. But even as we move forward with these ambitious plans, we must also consider the profound implications of this discovery. What does it mean for humanity to realize that we are not the only ones in existence, that there may be other realms, other civilizations, and even other forms of life out there, beyond the boundaries of our universe? It could forever alter the way we view ourselves and our place in the cosmos. This discovery is not just a scientific breakthrough, it's a revelation that could change the course of human history. The fact that we are now on the verge of understanding that there is something beyond our universe opens up a whole new realm of possibility. We stand at the precipice of a new chapter in the story of the cosmos, one that promises to stretch our imaginations and challenge our deepest assumptions about the nature of reality. It's a story that is just beginning to unfold, and its true significance has yet to be fully realized. The implications of this discovery are so far-reaching that it's difficult to predict what the future holds. But one thing is certain. The knowledge that something exists beyond the universe has opened a door to a whole new realm of exploration and understanding. The journey into the unknown has only just begun, and who knows where it will take us. For now, all we can do is look to the stars and wonder what lies beyond, waiting to be discovered. As the scientific community grapples with the discovery of something existing outside the universe, a sense of awe and trepidation fills the air. The anomaly we detected in the farthest reaches of space is not just an isolated observation. It marks the beginning of a profound shift in how we understand the cosmos. For centuries, humanity has sought to unlock the mysteries of the universe, piecing together its origins, structure, and expansion. Yet, the idea that there could be something beyond the boundaries of the universe forces us to reconsider everything we've come to know about space and time. This revelation challenges the very foundation of our scientific models. The universe, once believed to be the entirety of existence, is now just a single, potentially insignificant part of a much grander, more intricate cosmic framework. The ramifications of this discovery cannot be overstated. If we now accept the possibility of realms beyond our universe, we must ask ourselves, what else are we missing? What other fundamental truths about the nature of reality remain hidden from us? The first challenge lies in the question of what lies beyond the universe. If the universe as we know it is the entire observable realm, governed by its own set of physical laws, then what does it mean when we detect signals that seem to come from beyond this realm? The simplest answer is that we have encountered a parallel universe, but even that seems far too simplistic given the complexity of the anomaly. To understand the implications, let's first examine the very nature of the universe itself. When we look up at the night sky, what we see is a snapshot of the universe as it was when the light left the stars. The universe is constantly expanding, with galaxies moving away from each other, a phenomenon first observed by Edwin Hubble in the early 20th century. This expansion is not limited to the observable universe, but rather extends outward, beyond the reaches of our current observational capabilities. The concept of an expanding universe has been foundational to our understanding of cosmology, with the Big Bang serving as the event that set everything in motion. But the expansion of the universe also raises an important question. If space itself is stretching, what is it expanding into? The space between galaxies is expanding, but where does this expansion end? For years, the answer to this question has been simple. The universe is infinite, with no edge or boundary. But this new discovery suggests that the universe may not be the only thing expanding. There could be something beyond it, a vast and mysterious space that exists beyond the limits of what we can see or measure. The discovery of signals emanating from beyond the universe challenges this idea of infinity. It suggests that there could be something on the other side of the universe's boundary, something that operates under its own set of rules and principles. This discovery may not just redefine the concept of the universe itself, but could also provide insights into the nature of space-time, a concept that has eluded physicists for decades. One of the most intriguing possibilities that arises from this discovery is the theory of the multiverse. The multiverse concept posits that our universe is just one of many, each existing in parallel with its own distinct laws and conditions. This theory offers a potential explanation for the anomaly detected in our data. If the signals we've observed are coming from a different universe, it could suggest that these realms are connected in ways we've never imagined. This would not only change the way we think about the universe, but also open up new avenues for scientific inquiry, potentially leading to the discovery of entirely new physical laws. But the idea of a multiverse is not without its challenges. For one, the very existence of parallel universes is speculative and difficult to test. The vast distances between these universes, if they exist, make it nearly impossible to gather direct evidence. We are left to rely on indirect methods, such as the anomaly we've detected, to form hypotheses about what might be out there. This raises the question, how do we know what we're seeing is real? How do we distinguish between legitimate signals from another universe and mere cosmic noise? To answer these questions, scientists will need to develop new methods of observation. One potential avenue is the study of gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of space-time caused by massive objects like black holes or neutron stars. These waves travel through the universe, carrying information about the events that produced them. By detecting and analyzing gravitational waves from beyond the observable universe, we may be able to gain a clearer understanding of what lies beyond. In addition to gravitational waves, scientists are also exploring the possibility of using quantum physics to study the boundary between universes. Quantum mechanics, which governs the behavior of particles at the smallest scales, has long been seen as a potential key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. If there are multiple universes, it's possible that quantum particles could serve as a bridge between them, allowing us to study the properties of these hidden realms indirectly. The discovery of something beyond the universe forces us to reconsider many of our fundamental assumptions. For instance, if there are other realms out there, what does that mean for our understanding of time? Time, as we know it, is a product of the universe's expansion, but if there are other universes, Do they have their own timelines? And if so, how do these timelines interact with our own? Some scientists believe that the existence of multiple timelines could explain some of the strange phenomena we observe in our own universe. For example, the concept of time dilation, in which time appears to slow down near massive objects like black holes, may be a result of the influence of other universes. If multiple timelines exist simultaneously, the fabric of space-time could be bending and warping in ways we don't fully understand. The potential impact of this discovery extends beyond the realm of theoretical physics. If the existence of other universes is confirmed, it could revolutionize many fields of science, from cosmology to philosophy to even biology. The implications for our understanding of life itself are profound. Could there be other forms of life in these parallel universes? And if so, what are the chances that we might one day make contact with these civilizations? While the idea of encountering life from another universe might sound like science fiction, it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. The laws of physics that govern the universe are universal, and it's possible that life could arise in other universes that share similar conditions to our own. This opens up a new frontier for the search for extraterrestrial life, one that goes beyond our own universe and into the unknown. But for now, all we can do is speculate. The signals we've detected from beyond the universe are still mysterious, and we have much to learn before we can fully understand their origins. What we do know is that this discovery has changed the way we think about the cosmos. We've always believed that the universe was everything that existed, everything that mattered. But now we are confronted with the possibility that the universe is only a small part of something much greater, something far beyond our comprehension. This chapter marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in our exploration of the cosmos. The universe we once thought we understood is now revealed to be only a small piece of a much larger puzzle. What we discover next could completely rewrite the laws of science and the very nature of reality itself. The journey is only beginning, and the answers we seek may be even more mind-boggling than we ever imagined. The idea that something exists beyond the known universe is not only a tantalizing scientific mystery, it also forces us to confront the nature of reality itself. As we continue to probe the anomaly that has led to this groundbreaking discovery, the deeper questions start to emerge. What are we really looking at when we gaze out into the cosmos? Are the boundaries of space and time as fixed as we once believed, or are they more fluid, more malleable than we ever imagined? To answer these questions, we must explore not just the data, but the very concept of the universe and our place within it. One of the most intriguing aspects of this discovery is the suggestion that what we are witnessing could be a phenomenon that exists outside of our universe's dimensions. The universe, as we understand it, is defined by the space-time continuum, a framework that dictates the behavior of matter and energy, the flow of time, and the structure of reality itself. Yet, the signals we've detected seem to defy the very structure that has governed our understanding of the cosmos for centuries. Could this anomaly be the key to understanding dimensions beyond our own? Physicists have long speculated that space and time are not the immutable entities we assume them to be. Theories such as string theory and quantum mechanics suggest that there may be hidden dimensions, additional realms of existence that we cannot perceive with our limited senses. According to these theories, the universe we observe might only be one layer of a far more complex structure, akin to a multi-dimensional stack of realities. In this view, the universe as we know it is just one slice of a much larger and more intricate whole, and the signals we've detected could be glimpses of these hidden realms. But how do we know that this is what we are seeing? How can we be sure that what we've observed is not just an anomaly within the universe, something we simply do not yet understand? After all, we have only recently developed the technology to peer into the farthest reaches of space. Our instruments, while incredibly advanced, are still limited in many ways. The further we look into the cosmos, the more we realize just how little we truly know about the nature of reality. What we are now calling the anomaly could very well be the first in a series of discoveries that will completely alter our understanding of the universe. One of the key clues that points toward something beyond the universe is the nature of the signal itself. The anomaly detected by astronomers does not match any known cosmic phenomenon. It is unlike anything we've observed before, neither a fluctuation in cosmic microwave background radiation, nor a signature from a distant galaxy or star. Its properties suggest that it comes from an entirely different source, one that cannot be explained by the laws of physics that govern our own universe. This raises the possibility that the signal originates from a realm beyond space-time, where different rules might apply. The concept of a higher dimensional reality is not entirely new. In fact, it has been suggested by some of the greatest minds in physics, from Albert Einstein to Stephen Hawking. The idea of extra dimensions beyond the familiar three-dimensional space and one-dimensional time that we experience has been proposed as a way to explain the mysteries of the universe. String theory, for example, posits that the fundamental building blocks of the universe are not particles, but tiny vibrating strings that exist in higher dimensions. These extra dimensions could provide the explanation for phenomena such as gravity and the behavior of quantum particles, which seem to defy conventional understanding. But what does this have to do with the signals we've detected? The most straightforward explanation is that the signal is not coming from within our universe at all, but rather from one of these higher dimensions. If the universe is not a standalone entity, but part of a larger multiverse, it is possible that these other dimensions are interacting with our own in ways we cannot yet comprehend. Perhaps these interactions are what we are observing as the anomaly. This theory opens up an entirely new set of questions. If other dimensions exist, what are they like? What kind of reality operates within them? Could these higher dimensional realms be home to other forms of life, perhaps even civilizations that exist outside the boundaries of the observable universe? Could these realms be the source of the signals we are detecting, or are we only scratching the surface of a much larger cosmic mystery? To make sense of these possibilities, scientists will need to adopt a new way of thinking about the universe. The models that have served us so well for centuries may no longer be sufficient. The laws of physics, while incredibly successful in explaining much of the behavior of matter and energy, may be incomplete. What we are witnessing could be a sign that the fabric of reality itself is more intricate than we have ever realized. This shift in perspective is already beginning to take shape within the scientific community. In response to the discovery of the anomaly, physicists and astronomers have begun to develop new theoretical models that take into account the possibility of higher dimensions and parallel universes. These models are still in their infancy, but they represent a bold new direction in the search for answers. If these theories hold true, it could mean that the universe is far more complex and interconnected than we have ever imagined. Of course, there are still many questions that remain unanswered. While the anomaly suggests the possibility of higher dimensions, we have yet to gather enough data to confirm this hypothesis. The signals we've observed are still faint and difficult to interpret. To truly understand what they mean, we will need more sophisticated instruments and methods of observation. Fortunately, the next generation of telescopes and space observatories are already in development, and these tools may provide the key to unlocking the mystery of the signals. In the meantime, the implications of this discovery continue to reverberate throughout the scientific community. If higher dimensions do exist, what does this mean for our understanding of the universe's origin? The Big Bang, once thought to be the beginning of everything, may not be the absolute origin at all. Instead, it could be just one event in a much larger, ongoing process. If the universe is part of a multiverse, it is possible that the Big Bang was merely a localized event, a spark within an infinite sea of possibilities. The multiverse theory suggests that there could be countless other Big Bangs, each giving rise to a new universe with its own set of physical laws and conditions. The idea of an infinite multiverse raises profound philosophical questions as well. If there are infinite universes, each with its own version of reality, what does that mean for our own existence? Are we simply one version of a countless number of possible realities, each unfolding along its own unique path? And if we are part of a multiverse, what does it say about the nature of life, consciousness, and the universe itself? As we venture further into this new realm of possibility, we must be prepared to confront these deep, existential questions. The discovery of something beyond the universe is not just a scientific breakthrough, it's a philosophical awakening. It challenges our most basic assumptions about reality and forces us to reevaluate our place in the cosmos. It's a reminder that we are still in the early stages of understanding the vastness of the universe and the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. The answers we seek may be more complex, more mind-bending, and more awe-inspiring than we ever imagined. But one thing is clear: the discovery of something beyond the universe is the beginning of a new era in our quest for knowledge. The journey is far from over, and the path ahead is full of unknowns. But with every new discovery, we are one step closer to understanding the true nature of the cosmos and our place within it. As we continue to explore the anomaly that hints at something beyond the universe, we must confront a stark reality. Our understanding of the cosmos is based on frameworks that may no longer be sufficient. For decades, scientists have relied on the standard model of cosmology to explain the origin, structure, and behavior of the universe. The Big Bang Theory, the concept of cosmic inflation, and the understanding of dark matter and dark energy have shaped our view of the cosmos. However, the discovery of signals emanating from beyond the universe threatens to shatter many of these long-held beliefs. At the core of this shift in perspective lies the question of what constitutes the boundaries of the universe. For centuries, we've assumed that the universe is all-encompassing, that it contains everything that exists, and that beyond its limits, there is nothing. But if there is something beyond the universe, it forces us to reconsider the very nature of space and time. The idea that there could be multiple realms, some beyond our comprehension, suggests that our universe is not an isolated entity, but a part of a much larger, more intricate cosmic structure. To truly understand the implications of this discovery, we must first explore the concept of the observable universe. The observable universe is the part of the universe that we can see, detect, and measure using our current technology. It is defined by the distance that light has traveled since the beginning of the universe, roughly 13.8 billion years ago. This gives us a radius of approximately 46.5 billion light-years. This is the farthest we can see with our telescopes and instruments. Beyond this point, however, the universe remains hidden from view. The concept of the observable universe is crucial because it sets a limit on what we can know about the cosmos. We cannot observe anything beyond this boundary because the light from those regions hasn't had time to reach us. The observable universe is thus a finite region, one that has been shaped by the speed of light and the passage of time. But the signals we've detected suggest that there is more to the cosmos than what we can observe. This new discovery implies that the observable universe is not the entirety of existence. It is merely a small section of a much larger, possibly infinite, expanse. If something exists beyond the observable universe, it suggests that the universe itself is not finite, as we once believed, but rather a part of a vast multidimensional structure that stretches far beyond the limits of our understanding. The discovery of signals from beyond the universe raises the possibility of a truly infinite cosmos, one that is not confined by the boundaries we've long assumed. The universe, as we know it, may only be one layer of a much larger and more complex reality. This idea of an infinite cosmos has profound implications for our understanding of space and time, as well as the nature of existence itself. One of the most intriguing aspects of this discovery is the possibility that the signals we've detected come from a different region of the multiverse. The multiverse theory, which has gained traction in recent years, suggests that our universe is just one of many, each existing in parallel with its own set of physical laws and conditions. This idea, once considered speculative, is now being taken more seriously by physicists and cosmologists, especially in light of recent discoveries that challenge the conventional understanding of space-time. The multiverse concept suggests that there are an infinite number of universes, each with its own unique characteristics. Some of these universes may have similar properties to our own, while others could be radically different, with entirely distinct laws of physics. The signals we've observed could be coming from one of these parallel universes, offering a glimpse into a reality that exists outside our own. If this is the case, it would mean that our universe is not the only one in existence, but rather a single member of an infinite family of universes, each with its own history, structure, and potential for life. But even as the idea of the multiverse gains credibility, there are still many challenges to overcome. One of the biggest hurdles is the lack of direct evidence for the existence of parallel universes. While the signals we've detected provide tantalizing clues, they are still far from definitive proof. Scientists will need to develop new techniques and technologies to explore the possibility of the multiverse and gather more data to confirm its existence. This will likely require breakthroughs in both theoretical physics and observational technology, as we push the boundaries of what is possible. In the meantime, the idea of a multiverse presents a number of fascinating possibilities. If others, universes exist, what might they be like? Could they harbor life forms that are completely different from anything we've ever imagined? What would it mean for us as a species if we were to discover that there are other civilizations out there, existing in parallel with our own? Some scientists speculate that the discovery of a multiverse could help answer some of the most fundamental questions about the nature of existence. For example, why does the universe have the specific physical laws that it does? Why is the fine-tuning of these laws so precise, allowing life to exist in the first place? The multiverse theory suggests that our universe may simply be one of countless others, and that the laws of physics in each universe are determined by random chance. This could provide an explanation for the apparent fine-tuning of our universe, as it would imply that our universe is simply one among many that happen to have the right conditions for life. But there are also deeper, more philosophical questions raised by the possibility of a multiverse. If there are infinite universes, each with its own version of reality, what does this mean for the concept of free will? Are we simply one version of ourselves existing in a single universe? Or is there a version of us in every possible universe, each living out a different life based on the choices we make? This raises profound questions about identity, consciousness, and the nature of existence. The idea that there could be multiple universes, each with its own version of reality, also challenges our understanding of time. In our universe, time is a linear progression, moving forward from the past to the future. But in a multiverse, time could operate differently in each universe. In some universes, time might move backward, or it might not exist at all. The discovery of multiple universes would force us to rethink our most basic assumptions about the nature of time, space, and reality itself. While the discovery of signals from beyond the universe is still in its early stages, it has already prompted a wave of new thinking in the scientific community. The possibility that we are not alone in the cosmos, that there are other universes out there, raises exciting new questions and challenges our deepest assumptions. If the multiverse exists, it could provide the key to unlocking some of the most profound mysteries of the universe, questions that have remained unanswered for centuries. As we continue to investigate these strange signals, we are on the verge of a new era of discovery. The search for answers will take us into uncharted territory where the boundaries between science and philosophy blur. What we learn in the coming years may forever change our understanding of the cosmos, our place in it, and the true nature of reality itself. The answers may be more extraordinary than we could have ever imagined, but one thing is certain: the journey into the unknown has only just begun. As the revelation that something exists beyond the universe sinks in, it begins to transform the way we perceive our role in the cosmos. For centuries, we've considered ourselves inhabitants of a single, vast universe, subject to the laws of physics that govern everything from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy. But now, with the discovery of signals originating from beyond the observable universe, we must confront the possibility that the universe is not the ultimate boundary of existence. We may be part of something much larger, something that stretches far beyond our comprehension. One of the most pressing questions is, What exactly is beyond the universe? While there are many theories, ranging from the existence of parallel universes to the notion of infinite dimensions, the true nature of this hidden realm remains elusive. However, this mystery offers scientists a unique opportunity to explore the unknown, to step beyond the confines of current knowledge and venture into a new frontier of understanding. One possibility that scientists are now seriously considering is the concept of the edge of the universe. For centuries, the universe was thought to be infinite, without end or boundary. But recent discoveries have challenged this idea. The observable universe, as we know it, is limited by the speed of light and the time it has taken for light to travel from distant galaxies to our telescopes. This gives us a vast but finite view of the cosmos. The question then arises, if there is an observable universe, is there an unobservable one, a region of space beyond the reach of our current instruments? This concept of an edge to the universe, a boundary that separates what we can observe from what lies beyond, opens up intriguing possibilities. If there is something beyond the observable universe, it could mean that we are looking at only a small slice of a much larger, more complex cosmic structure. This edge could represent the point where our universe transitions into another realm, one governed by different laws of physics, different dimensions, or even entirely different forms of existence. This idea challenges everything we know about space and time, suggesting that the universe may not be as simple as it appears. The existence of such an edge also raises questions about the nature of the universe's origin. For centuries, the Big Bang has been considered the beginning of the universe. It is the event that set everything in motion, sparking the expansion of space and the formation of galaxies, stars, and planets. But if there is something beyond the universe, does that mean the Big Bang was not the absolute beginning? Could the universe itself be part of a larger, ongoing process, with other universes or realms existing beyond it, each one emerging from a previous one? One theory that has gained traction in recent years is the idea of a cyclic universe, a universe that goes through infinite cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. In this model, the Big Bang is not the first event, but rather the latest in a series of cosmic events. Each cycle would begin with a Big Bang, followed by an expansion, a period of stability, and eventually a contraction, leading to another Big Bang. If this theory is correct, then the universe we observe may be just one chapter in a never-ending story of cosmic cycles. And if there are signals coming from beyond our universe, it could mean that we are witnessing the interaction between different cycles or even different versions of the same universe. But if the universe is cyclic, what does that mean for the concept of time? In our current understanding, time flows in a straight line, moving from the past to the present to the future. But in a cyclic universe, time may not be so straightforward. Instead, it could be a more fluid, cyclical process with events repeating themselves in a never-ending loop. This idea is not without its challenges, but it offers a fascinating new perspective on the nature of reality. One of the most exciting aspects of the discovery of something beyond the universe is the potential for new forms of science to emerge. For centuries, the study of the cosmos has been based on the observation of what we can see and measure. We've relied on telescopes, satellites, and other instruments to gather data about the universe and construct our models of its behavior. But the signals from beyond the universe suggest that there may be new methods of observation, new ways of detecting phenomena that exist outside the reach of our current technology. This opens up new avenues for research and experimentation. Some scientists are now exploring the idea of using quantum mechanics to probe the nature of the universe beyond our own. Quantum mechanics, which governs the behavior of particles at the smallest scales, is known for its strange and counterintuitive properties. By applying quantum principles to the study of space-time and the fabric of reality itself, scientists may be able to gain new insights into the hidden dimensions of the cosmos. Another area of research that is gaining interest is the study of gravitational waves. These ripples in space-time, first predicted by Albert Einstein, were first detected in 2015, and since then, they have opened up a new way of observing the universe. Gravitational waves are caused by the movement of massive objects, such as black holes or neutron stars. They travel through space-time, carrying information about the events that caused them. By studying these waves, scientists hope to gain a better understanding of the fundamental structure of the universe, including any hidden realms that lie beyond the observable universe. But perhaps the most exciting aspect of this discovery is the potential for new breakthroughs in our understanding of life itself. If there are realms beyond the universe, could there be life forms that exist in these hidden dimensions? Could there be civilizations out there, operating under different physical laws, living in environments that we cannot even imagine? The existence of such life forms would challenge our understanding of biology, consciousness, and the very nature of existence. Some scientists speculate that the signals we've detected could be a form of communication from a civilization in a parallel universe. If this is the case, it would open up a whole new field of study, one that combines cosmology, quantum physics, and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. While this idea may sound far-fetched, it is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. After all, if parallel universes exist, and if they are governed by different laws of physics, there could be life forms that have evolved in ways we cannot yet comprehend. The discovery of something beyond the universe is not just a scientific breakthrough, it is a philosophical revolution. It forces us to rethink our place in the cosmos, to confront the possibility that we are not the center of existence, but rather one part of a much larger, more complex reality. The questions raised by this discovery are profound, and the answers we seek may be more extraordinary than we can currently imagine. As we continue to explore the implications of this discovery, one thing is certain. We are at the beginning of a new era in human understanding. The universe we once thought we knew is far more complex and mysterious than we could have ever dreamed. The signals from beyond the universe are just the first clue in a journey that could change the course of science, philosophy, and humanity itself. With each new discovery, we are one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos, and as we push the boundaries of what we know, we may soon find ourselves face to face with the ultimate truth, that the universe, and everything within it, is far more wondrous and strange than we ever imagined. As the boundaries of our understanding of the universe continue to stretch, the discovery of something existing beyond our cosmic horizon raises questions that touch not only on the scientific, but also on the philosophical and metaphysical. For centuries, humanity has stood at the center of the cosmos, believing that our universe is all there is. But now, with evidence pointing to realms beyond our perception, we are confronted with the humbling reality that the universe we see may be just a small part of something far larger. This realization is nothing short of a cosmic awakening. As we venture into this new realm of thought, we must confront the nature of existence itself. If there are regions beyond the universe, if other realms exist in parallel with our own, it begs the question, what is the true nature of reality? How do these realms interact, and what might they reveal about the very fabric of space and time? The implications of this discovery extend beyond the realm of physics and astronomy. They reach deep into the heart of human existence, forcing us to reevaluate our place in the cosmos. For centuries, we've sought meaning and purpose within the context of our universe. We've looked to the stars for answers, attempting to grasp the meaning of life, the origins of our existence, and the possibility of life beyond our planet. But now, with the possibility of other universes and realms stretching out before us, these questions take on an entirely new dimension. As we continue to search for answers, we must consider the possibility that the signals we've detected are not just a scientific anomaly, but a glimpse into a much broader reality. The idea of a multiverse, a concept once relegated to the realm of science fiction, has now become a serious area of scientific inquiry. The multiverse theory suggests that our universe is only one of many, each existing in its own separate bubble, each governed by its own set of laws and conditions. This idea, while still speculative, could provide the framework for understanding the signals from beyond the universe. One of the most intriguing possibilities is that the signals we've detected may be a form of communication from another universe. If there are parallel universes out there, it is conceivable that they could be populated by intelligent life forms that have evolved under different physical laws. Could these civilizations be reaching out to us, trying to make contact with a universe that exists beyond their own? The concept of inter-universal communication is both thrilling and perplexing. If it were to happen, it would represent a breakthrough of unprecedented significance in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. But how would such communication even work? How could we detect signals from a universe that operates under completely different physical principles? This is where the mysteries of quantum mechanics and advanced technologies come into play. The idea that quantum particles could bridge the gap between universes is a fascinating one, and some scientists are exploring the possibility that quantum entanglement, the phenomenon where particles remain connected regardless of distance, could be the key to understanding how different universes might communicate with one another. Quantum mechanics, with its strange and counterintuitive properties, offers a potential pathway for bridging the gap between universes. In our universe, quantum particles behave in ways that defy classical understanding. They can exist in multiple states at once, and their properties can change instantaneously when observed. This strange behavior has led some physicists to speculate that quantum particles may be able to interact with other universes in ways we cannot yet comprehend. If this is true, then the signals we've detected could be the result of quantum interactions between our universe and another, hidden universe. The discovery of such signals would not only revolutionize our understanding of quantum mechanics, but could also provide the proof needed to confirm the existence of parallel universes. The implications for science, philosophy, and even religion would be profound. If the multiverse theory is proven true, it would suggest that our universe is not unique. There could be countless other universes, each with its own version of reality, each with its own history and set of physical laws. This would challenge everything we know about the nature of existence, life, and the universe itself. However, there are still many obstacles to overcome before we can definitively confirm the existence of parallel universes. While the signals we've detected are intriguing, they are still enigmatic and open to interpretation. The technology required to study these signals in more detail is still in its early stages, and much more research needs to be done. But what is certain is that this discovery marks the beginning of a new era in cosmology, one that could redefine our understanding of the cosmos. One of the key challenges in this field is the question of observation. How do we study something that exists beyond our universe? The laws of physics, as we understand them, dictate that we can only observe what lies within our universe. The speed of light, for example, imposes a limit on how far we can see, and beyond this horizon lies the unknown. But if there are other universes out there, how can we study them? How can we detect signals or traces of these realms? To answer these questions, scientists are developing new technologies that could help us peer beyond the boundaries of our universe. Advanced telescopes, gravitational wave detectors, and quantum sensors are just a few examples of the tools that may eventually allow us to study the hidden realms beyond our universe. These instruments, along with new theories and models, could provide the key to unlocking the mystery of the multiverse and understanding the signals we've observed. The search for evidence of other universes is also closely tied to the study of dark matter and dark energy. These mysterious substances, which make up the majority of the universe's mass and energy, have long been a source of fascination for scientists. Dark matter, which does not emit or interact with electromagnetic radiation, remains invisible to telescopes and other instruments, yet its presence is inferred from its gravitational effects on visible matter. Dark energy, on the other hand, is believed to be responsible for the accelerated expansion of the universe. Some scientists speculate that dark matter and dark energy may be connected to the existence of other universes. If parallel universes exist, it is possible that the properties of dark matter and dark energy could be influenced by the interactions between universes. This is still a speculative idea, but it provides another avenue for exploration as scientists continue to probe the mysteries of the cosmos. As we look to the future, one thing is clear. The discovery of something beyond the universe is just the beginning of a much larger journey. We stand on the edge of a new era in science, one that promises to redefine our understanding of reality itself. The possibilities are endless, and as technology advances and our theories evolve, we may one day be able to peer into these hidden realms and uncover the secrets that lie beyond. The implications of this discovery reach far beyond the realm of science. If there are other universes, what does that mean for our understanding of existence? What does it mean for our understanding of life, consciousness, and the meaning of the universe? These questions are not just for scientists to answer. They are questions that touch on the very essence of what it means to be human. As we continue to explore the cosmos, we are not just searching for answers about the universe. We are searching for answers about ourselves. The journey into the unknown has only just begun. The discovery of signals from beyond the universe has opened a door to a new frontier of exploration and understanding. What lies beyond this door? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, we are on the cusp of a new era in our understanding of the cosmos, and the answers we seek may be even more extraordinary than we can imagine. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the universe, the discovery of something beyond our cosmic horizon invites a deep philosophical reflection on the nature of existence itself. It is a reminder that humanity's quest for knowledge is far from over, and the universe is still full of unknowns waiting to be discovered. But as we stand on the precipice of understanding, we must ask ourselves, what do we really know about the cosmos? What does it mean for us, as human beings, to find that there might be other realms, other forms of existence beyond the universe we call home? For centuries, humanity has been driven by an insatiable desire to understand the world around us, to make sense of our place in the cosmos. We have built telescopes and particle accelerators, and we have developed complex mathematical models to study the universe. We've studied the stars, the planets, and the forces that govern them. Yet, as much as we have learned, we are still confronted by the vast unknown. This discovery, this realization that there is something beyond the observable universe, forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and understand that, in many ways, we are only just beginning to scratch the surface of a much larger cosmic picture. The concept of a multiverse, the idea that our universe is just one of many, each with its own set of laws and properties, has existed in the realm of theoretical physics for some time. But until recently, it was regarded as speculative, a fringe theory with little empirical evidence to support it. Now, however, the discovery of signals emanating from beyond the universe has brought this concept into the mainstream. If we ought to accept the possibility that there are other universes, each with its own distinct features, then we are confronted with a profound shift in our understanding of reality. Our universe, once thought to be unique, could be just one thread in a vast, intricate web of parallel realities. But if the multiverse exists, it raises even more fundamental questions. How did these universes come into being? What forces govern their creation? And, perhaps most intriguingly, what does it mean for us, as conscious beings, to exist in this vast and potentially infinite cosmos? Are we alone in the universe, or are there other forms of life in parallel universes waiting to be discovered? One of the key implications of the multiverse theory is the idea that the laws of physics may not be universal. In our universe, we are familiar with the four fundamental forces: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force that govern the behavior of matter and energy. These forces are the building blocks of everything we see and experience. But what if other universes operate under different sets of laws? Could there be realms where gravity works differently, where time flows in reverse, or where the very nature of matter is altered? The possibility of alternate physical laws opens up a whole new realm of scientific inquiry. For example, could there be universes where life, as we understand it, cannot exist? Perhaps in some universes, the conditions are so radically different that the very concept of biology is meaningless. On the other hand, could there be universes where life forms have evolved in ways that are completely alien to us, driven by physical laws and principles that we cannot even comprehend? But the implications of the multiverse theory are not just scientific, they are philosophical as well. If there are multiple universes, each with its own set of rules and conditions, then what does that mean for the concept of free will? In our universe, we are used to thinking of our choices as having consequences, that the decisions we make shape our lives and our future. But if there are infinite versions of reality with countless different outcomes, does that mean that all possibilities are realized? Does every decision we make in this universe have a counterpart in another universe where we made a different choice? This idea of parallel versions of ourselves existing in different universes raises profound questions about identity and the nature of consciousness. Are we the sum of all the choices we make, or are we something more? If there are countless versions of us living in parallel universes, does that make our individual existence any less meaningful? Or does it open up new possibilities for understanding the self and the nature of existence? The discovery of signals from beyond the universe challenges the very idea of what it means to be human. For centuries, we have believed that our universe is the only one that matters, the only one in which life can exist. But now, with the possibility of multiple universes, we must confront the reality that our existence may be part of a much larger and more complex story. We may not be the center of the universe, but a small part of an intricate web of realities, each with its own unique characteristics. The implications of this discovery extend beyond the realm of science and philosophy. If there are other universes, it is possible that life exists elsewhere in forms we cannot yet imagine. Could there be civilizations in parallel universes that are far more advanced than our own? Could they have discovered the secrets of the cosmos long before we did? If these civilizations exist, what would it mean for humanity to make contact with them? Would it be possible to communicate with beings who are governed by entirely different physical laws? And if we were to make contact, how would that change our understanding of ourselves, our place in the cosmos, and our future as a species? For now, these questions remain unanswered, but they offer a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. As scientists continue to study the signals from beyond the universe, we are entering uncharted territory. The tools and technologies we will need to explore this new frontier are still in their infancy, but the discovery of these signals has already sparked a wave of new ideas and theories that could reshape the course of human history. In the years to come, we may develop the means to explore these hidden realms, to peer beyond the boundaries of the universe and uncover the secrets that lie in the darkness. With every new discovery, we come closer to understanding the true nature of the cosmos and our place within it. But the journey ahead is not without its challenges. We are venturing into the unknown, and the answers we seek may be more profound, more strange, and more mind-bending than we can imagine. One thing is certain: the discovery of something beyond the universe is only the beginning. The questions it raises will shape the future of science, philosophy, and human consciousness for generations to come. As we look to the stars and wonder what lies beyond, we are not just searching for answers about the universe. We are searching for answers about ourselves, our purpose, and the nature of existence itself. The road ahead is long, and the path is fraught with uncertainty. But with every new discovery, we move closer to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos. And who knows what we will find when we finally peer beyond the limits of our universe. Perhaps we will uncover a reality more wondrous, more awe-inspiring, and more full of possibilities than we ever imagined. The journey has only just begun. As we venture further into the uncharted territories of the cosmos, the implications of discovering something beyond the universe continue to ripple throughout the scientific community. Each new piece of evidence, each unexpected signal or anomaly, brings us closer to a profound shift in our understanding of reality. The very nature of existence itself is at stake. The universe, once thought to be the entirety of everything, is now seen as potentially just a single component in a vast and complex multiverse, a collection of realms that may operate under entirely different sets of laws, forces, and possibilities. This revelation, while revolutionary, also brings with it a humbling realization: we may never fully comprehend the entirety of reality. As advanced as our instruments and technologies have become, they are still limited by the very nature of space and time. Even with the most sophisticated telescopes and quantum sensors, there are vast stretches of the cosmos that remain beyond our reach. And if there are realms beyond the universe itself, then we are still confined by a set of boundaries, one that may be impossible to transcend. The signals from beyond the universe are a glimpse into a hidden realm, a signal that we have detected but cannot fully understand. These signals could be a product of forces and phenomena that operate in ways that are entirely foreign to our current understanding. The very act of detecting them is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and curiosity, but it also reminds us that we are still at the beginning of a long journey, a journey that may lead us to answers that are beyond anything we can currently imagine. But how do we proceed from here? How do we study something that exists beyond the universe, something that is not confined by the same physical laws that govern our own existence? The challenges we face in investigating this anomaly are immense, and they will require new ways of thinking, new technologies, and new approaches to science. One possible approach is the use of quantum mechanics, a field of physics that has already provided a new way of looking at the very fabric of reality. Quantum mechanics deals with the behavior of particles at the smallest scales, where the usual rules of classical physics break down. It's a realm where particles can exist in multiple states at once, where cause and effect become blurred, and where reality itself seems to be governed by probability rather than certainty. If there are hidden realms beyond the universe, it's possible that quantum mechanics could provide the key to unlocking their secrets. Quantum entanglement, for example, is a phenomenon where particles that are separated by vast distances can instantaneously affect one another, as though they are connected by a hidden force. This seemingly impossible connection has puzzled scientists for decades, but it could be the very mechanism that allows us to detect signals from other universes. If particles can be entangled across different realms, it could open up a new avenue of communication between universes, allowing us to observe and study realms that were once beyond our reach. But quantum mechanics is still a largely unexplored territory when it comes to the study of the multiverse. The tools and theories we have today may not be sufficient to fully comprehend the complexity of these interactions. As we develop new technologies, we may be able to probe deeper into the quantum fabric of reality and gain a more detailed understanding of how parallel universes might interact with our own. Another avenue for exploration is the study of gravitational waves, a phenomenon predicted by Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity. Gravitational waves are ripples in space-time caused by the acceleration of massive objects, such as black holes or neutron stars. These waves carry information about the events that cause them, and by detecting and studying them, scientists can learn about the very structure of the universe itself. The detection of gravitational waves has already opened up a new way of observing the cosmos, but if there are realms beyond the universe, it's possible that gravitational waves from other universes could be detected as well. The technology needed to detect these waves is still in its early stages, but scientists are working on building more sensitive instruments that could one day allow us to study the interactions between universes. If gravitational waves from another universe could be detected, it would be a groundbreaking discovery, one that would provide solid evidence of the existence of parallel realms. But even as we explore these scientific frontiers, we must also confront the philosophical questions that arise from the discovery of something beyond the universe. What does it mean for us as conscious beings to live in a universe that may not be unique? If there are infinite universes, each with its own set of rules and possibilities, what is our place in the cosmos? Are we just one version of reality, a single iteration in an endless chain of possibilities? These questions are not just abstract. They touch on the very essence of what it means to be human. For centuries, we've sought meaning and purpose within the confines of our universe. We've looked for answers to questions about the origins of life, the purpose of our existence, and the nature of the cosmos. But if the universe is just one part of a much larger, more complex reality, then these questions take on a new urgency. What is the meaning of life in a multiverse? And how does this discovery impact our understanding of consciousness, free will, and the nature of existence? Perhaps the most profound implication of this discovery is the realization that we are not the center of the cosmos. For millennia, humanity has held a special place in the universe, considering ourselves the pinnacle of creation. But if there are infinite universes with countless versions of reality, then our existence may be but one thread in a vast and endless tapestry. This realization challenges the anthropocentric view of the universe that has dominated human thought for centuries. It forces us to reconsider our place in the cosmos, not as the center of everything, but as one part of a much larger, more intricate whole. The discovery of something beyond the universe also raises questions about the very nature of reality itself. If there are realms beyond our universe, what are they like? Are they governed by the same physical laws, or do they operate under entirely different principles? Could there be forms of life that exist in these hidden realms, living in environments that we cannot even imagine? And if these realms exist, what does it mean for our understanding of the fundamental forces of nature? Gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces? The search for answers to these questions is only beginning, and the possibilities are vast. As we continue to explore the universe beyond the observable, we are bound to encounter new phenomena, new insights, and new ideas that will challenge everything we thought we knew about the cosmos. The journey into the unknown has only just begun, and what we find could change our understanding of the universe, life, and reality itself. One thing is certain: the discovery of something beyond the universe has opened a new chapter in the story of human exploration. The questions we have long pondered about the origins of the universe, the nature of existence, and the possibility of life beyond our world are now within our grasp. As we push the boundaries of human knowledge, we may discover that the answers we seek are far more extraordinary than we ever imagined. And so, we stand at the edge of the cosmos, looking out into the vastness of space, wondering what lies beyond. The journey ahead is uncertain, but with each new discovery we come closer to understanding the true nature of the universe and our place within it. The signals from beyond the universe are just the beginning, and the story of our quest for knowledge is only just beginning to unfold. As humanity stands on the brink of an extraordinary new frontier, the discovery of something beyond the universe compels us to rethink not only the nature of reality, but also our purpose within it. The very fact that something exists beyond the universe as we know it forces us to question the limitations of our perception, our understanding of space, time, and existence itself. If there are realms beyond the universe, what do they mean for us as individuals, as a species, and as conscious beings? The answers to these questions, while still out of reach, could completely redefine human thought, philosophy, and even spirituality. For centuries, humans have gazed at the night sky and wondered if we are alone in the universe. The search for extraterrestrial life has been one of the most profound and enduring endeavors in science. But the discovery that something exists beyond the universe takes this quest to a completely new level. If there are entire universes beyond our own, could life exist there as well? Could there be civilizations far more advanced than ours, existing in realms we cannot even imagine? The implications of this are staggering. It's no longer just about searching for life within the universe, but potentially encountering other forms of intelligence, life, and consciousness from realms beyond the cosmos. This idea of life existing in parallel universes governed by different laws and conditions is both thrilling and deeply unsettling. It challenges the idea that Earth is the center of the universe, the only place where life can emerge. The possibility that there are countless other versions of reality, each with its own history and unique forms of life, raises fundamental questions about the nature of existence. If life can exist in parallel universes, Does that mean that life is an inevitable consequence of certain physical laws? Or does it suggest that life, in all its forms, is a product of something deeper, an underlying cosmic principle that transcends individual universes and exists as part of a grander multiversal design? These questions point to the need for a deeper understanding of the nature of reality itself. If parallel universes exist, and if they are governed by different rules, then the very fabric of space-time must be far more complex than we ever imagined. The laws of physics that govern our universe, such as gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces, may not be universal at all. In other universes, different laws may apply, leading to entirely different forms of matter, energy, and even consciousness. This idea opens up new realms of speculation and inquiry. Could there be universes where time operates differently, where the concept of space itself is not even relevant? Could there be universes where life forms are based on entirely different principles, such as silicon instead of carbon, or even more exotic forms of matter that we cannot yet conceive of? If we are to understand the true nature of these other realms, we must first confront the limitations of our own universe. Our understanding of the cosmos has been built on centuries of observation, theory, and experimentation. But despite the incredible progress we've made, there is still so much we do not know. The limits of our instruments, telescopes, particle accelerators, and quantum sensors define the boundaries of our understanding. We can only observe what lies within our observable universe, and anything beyond that remains hidden from our view. But the signals we've detected suggest that the boundaries of our universe are not as fixed as we once thought. There may be regions beyond our reach, realms that exist outside of the space-time continuum we have come to understand. To explore these realms, we must expand the boundaries of our observational capabilities. For years, scientists have been searching for ways to observe phenomena that lie beyond the observable universe. New technologies are being developed, from advanced space, telescopes capable of detecting faint signals from distant regions, to quantum sensors that can probe the fabric of space-time itself. The search for answers has taken on a new urgency as researchers seek to uncover the hidden dimensions of the cosmos. These efforts are still in their early stages, but they hold the promise of unlocking some of the greatest mysteries of the universe and beyond. As we continue to study the signals from beyond the universe, we must also confront the possibility that we may never fully understand what we are seeing. The realms beyond our universe may operate according to principles that are so radically different from our own that they are beyond our comprehension. It is also possible that our current understanding of physics and cosmology is simply incomplete, and that the discovery of something beyond the universe will force us to develop new models of space, time, and reality. The road to understanding these hidden realms will undoubtedly be long and difficult, but the potential rewards, new insights into the nature of existence, the origins of the cosmos, and the future of humanity, are beyond measure. One of the most compelling questions raised by the discovery of something beyond the universe is the possibility that we are not alone in the cosmos. If there are parallel universes, then it stands to reason that there could be other forms of life existing in those realms. These life forms might be radically different from us, existing in environments that we cannot even imagine. But what if they are similar to us? What if they too are searching for answers about the cosmos, wondering about the nature of existence, the origins of life, and the possibility of making contact with other civilizations? The idea of encountering other forms of life in parallel universes is both exciting and terrifying. If we were to make contact with another civilization, what would that mean for us? How would we communicate with beings who are governed by different physical laws, who may perceive reality in ways we cannot understand? The very idea of interuniversal communication raises questions about the limits of language, consciousness, and intelligence. Could we find common ground with beings from other realms, or would the differences between us be too vast to bridge? These are questions that will require a fundamental shift in how we approach the search for extraterrestrial life. As we continue to explore the possibility of parallel universes, we must also grapple with the existential questions that arise from this discovery. If we are not the only universe in existence, what does that mean for the concept of purpose? For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars for answers, searching for meaning in a universe that seemed vast and indifferent. But if there are infinite universes, each with its own version of reality, does that make our existence less significant? Or does it suggest that we are part of a grander, more intricate cosmic plan, one that stretches across multiple realms and dimensions? These questions touch on some of the deepest aspects of the human condition. As we grapple with the idea of parallel universes, we are forced to confront the possibility that our understanding of existence is far too narrow. The discovery of something beyond the universe calls into question everything we thought we knew about reality, space, time, and the nature of life itself. It forces us to ask, what is the meaning of life in a multiverse? What is our purpose in a universe that may not be unique? And how do we reconcile our existence with the possibility of infinite realities, each with its own version of life, consciousness, and meaning? The answers to these questions may never be fully understood, but the search for answers will continue. As we venture further into the unknown, we are opening the door to a new era of discovery. The signals from beyond the universe are just the beginning. The mysteries that lie ahead are vast and uncharted, but they hold the promise of a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. With each new discovery, we are one step closer to uncovering the true nature of existence, the universe, and the infinite possibilities that lie beyond. As we come to the final chapter of this journey, one thing is abundantly clear. The discovery of something beyond the universe has forever altered the course of human understanding. What began as a faint, unexplainable signal has transformed into a monumental scientific breakthrough, one that challenges the very foundation of everything we thought we knew about space, time, and existence. The implications of this discovery stretch far beyond the confines of astronomy, touching on deep questions about the nature of reality, consciousness, and even our place in the cosmos. Throughout this exploration, we have been confronted with a new, unsettling reality. The universe we have spent so long studying is not the end of the story. It is, perhaps, only the beginning. The discovery of realms beyond the universe forces us to grapple with the limits of human knowledge, as well as the profound mystery of what lies beyond those limits. What exists outside the observable universe? What forces govern these hidden realms, and how do they interact with our own universe? The answers to these questions may be far more complex than we can currently fathom, but the journey of discovery has only just begun. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this discovery is the fact that we are witnessing the birth of a new era in science, one that will rewrite our understanding of the universe and redefine our place within it. We are no longer confined to the view of the cosmos as a single, self-contained entity. The idea of the multiverse, once considered a mere speculation, is now at the forefront of scientific inquiry. If there are indeed multiple universes, each with its own set of physical laws and properties, then the universe we inhabit is just one part of a much larger, more intricate cosmic tapestry. This revelation forces us to reconsider our assumptions about life, consciousness, and even the very nature of existence. If there are countless other universes, each with its own version of reality, what does that mean for our own sense of self? Are we merely one version of ourselves, living out a single narrative in this universe? Or are we one of many versions, each living out a different life in another universe? The multiverse theory challenges our conventional notions of identity, purpose, and free will. It suggests that we may be part of a much larger and more complex story, one that spans countless versions of reality and infinite possibilities. For many, this realization is both humbling and awe-inspiring. The universe, once thought to be vast and limitless, is now understood to be just a small piece of an infinitely larger cosmic puzzle. The very laws of physics that govern our universe may be but one set of rules in a larger, multi-dimensional framework. The discovery of something beyond the universe forces us to confront the possibility that our entire understanding of reality is incomplete and that there is so much more to learn about the nature of existence itself. But the discovery of parallel universes is not just a scientific curiosity. It has profound philosophical and existential implications. If there are infinite universes, each with its own version of life, what does that mean for the significance of our existence? Are we simply one small part of an infinite cosmic experiment, or do we hold a special place in the multiverse? Are our choices and actions truly meaningful, or are they just one of many possible outcomes in a vast web of parallel realities? These are questions that have plagued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. But now, with the discovery of something beyond the universe, they are no longer just abstract musings. They are real, tangible questions that demand answers. The possibility of a multiverse challenges our most basic assumptions about the nature of life, purpose, and meaning. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality that we may not be the center of the cosmos, and that our understanding of reality may be far smaller than we ever imagined. As we continue to explore the implications of this discovery, one thing is certain. The search for answers will be long and challenging. The technology we need to study the realms beyond the universe is still in its infancy. We are only beginning to develop the instruments and methods necessary to detect and study the signals from other universes. But the potential rewards are immense. If we can uncover the secrets of these hidden realms, we may learn more about the fundamental nature of the cosmos than we ever thought possible. What lies beyond the universe is still a mystery, but the journey to uncover it has already begun. As we look to the future, we are faced with both exciting possibilities and profound questions. The signals we have detected are just the beginning of a much larger story, one that promises to challenge our deepest assumptions about the nature of existence. The path ahead is filled with uncertainty, but it is also filled with boundless potential. Each new discovery will bring us closer to understanding the true nature of reality, and perhaps in the process, we will come to understand ourselves better than we ever could have imagined. The implications of this discovery are not just scientific, they are deeply human. As we confront the possibility of parallel universes in realms beyond our own, we are forced to ask the most fundamental questions of all. Who are we? What is our place in the cosmos? And ultimately, what does it mean to exist? These questions may never have definitive answers, but they are worth asking. The discovery of something beyond the universe challenges our perception of space, time, and reality itself. It opens up new realms of exploration, and with each new revelation, we move closer to understanding the true nature of the cosmos and our place within it. As we stand at the threshold of this new era of discovery, we are reminded that the universe is far more complex, more wondrous, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. The signals from beyond the universe are just the beginning. The journey into the unknown has only just begun, and the answers we seek may be more extraordinary than we can currently conceive. But one thing is certain. The discovery of something beyond the universe has forever altered the course of human history. It has opened a door to new possibilities, new realms, and new questions that will continue to shape the future of science, philosophy, and human consciousness for generations to come. And as we look out into the vastness of space, we are reminded that the journey is far from over.